How do you do? Today's band comes from Finland, as you probably already guessed by my greeting. This one is called Magenta Harvest, and it's time for their second album, and then came the dust. Magenta Harvest is a band that consists of members from many different Finnish bands in the metal scene, obviously. Some of them are more extreme metal, some of them are more mainstream ones. The couple of guys, which are also the founders of the band, are mostly known for their work in the unique band known as And Oceans. And for this reason, I still think Magenta Harvest is kind of like a spin-off, or more like a kind of a continuation of this band I mentioned. But Magenta Harvest is not only these two guys that have played in And Oceans and Pain Confessor, Migraine and all that stuff. There are also members from Chthonian and Fintroll, so lots of experience in this lineup. But before we get into the music, let's take a look how this CD looks like. So here is this And Then Came the Dust, which, as you can see, is a pretty abstract cover. On the background we can see the lineup group of fine gentlemen here, showing you the lineup names here, which some of them might be known to you. Inside, as we can see, there's pretty nothing else but just lyrics. They are done in a nice way when it comes to layout, pretty easy font to read, and just, you know, the feeling is kind of in line with the cover image. On the CD, then again, there is nothing but the cover inside. I'm not gonna take this from jewel case, it's more on the same line. So, pretty nice work from Apostasy Records doing this release, but then again, nothing new in the modern field of death metal. And death metal, this is with a kind of a blend of old school stuff and then again also modern melodic stuff. So Magenta Harvest is basically walking on a tightrope here, which in essentially means that these guys are just taking various pieces from here and there and making that mix, you know, as their own reflection of this kind of modern death metal, how they want to do it. The spice parts are more like these synthesizers that just create random kind of details here and there. And that is also something that reminds me of And Oceans, which was known as one of the most prominent and one of the most interesting original kind of a second wave Finnish black metal band, but yet again also creating different ideas than just, you know, basic black metal. Controversy as it is, Magenta Harvest is a bit more kind of a calmed down version of And Oceans, maybe not so crazy and unique, but more on the safer side of kind of extreme music. The overall impression of this album is that it is well composed, it's well polished, good production, and the growling vocals are good, but still that something really important is missing, and that is getting me hooked into the very riffs and songs on this album. While there are no kind of like weak links or moments that feel awkward or just like misplaced here, I still think that Magenta Harvest is not still right there, you know, in order to make this one a fantastic piece of a release. So it goes pretty much still on the phase or level, which kind of needs something magical to happen. Maybe kind of those killer riffs, or even those use of those synths, which were then again taking place on Ad Ocean's albums. So to put it this way, this is kind of the death metal version of Ad Ocean's. It's not extreme in the sense of going fast-paced or ultra heavy or anything like that, but it's creating these wonderful elements and just, you know, spinning a web out of that. Just maybe a bit too safe for us who want the thing to be kind of a more extreme, or at least more of these hooks I was talking about. So maybe a little bit spiciness is needed on this album. However, that being said, I still think that this one is a album worth checking out. So if you're into modern death metal and you don't mind some melodic parts, not to mention those keyboards, just give this one a listen, and who knows, maybe you will like it a lot. Thank you for watching. This is all from me right now. Please keep your comments coming, and hope you like Magenta Harvest. This is all from Rauta today. See you later.